Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Valerie, and in this channel we talk about my immigration experience and the things I have observed in the US and also the things I learned here in the US. So if there's something that you are interested in, don't forget to click that subscribe button and share and like the video. Alright, so before I begin, I would like to thank everyone who have subscribed to my channel and watch all my videos. We are at 730 plus subscribers as of now, or as of today. So thank you so much everyone. We're almost to 1K. Yeah. Alright, so today is, I believe, the first day of fall. It is September 24th, and the weather, or the temperature right now, is at like 71 degrees and sunny. It's nice and sunny. I'm just wearing I'm wearing a hoodie, but it's not like chilly or anything. It's actually a little hot. Alright, let's jump to our topic today. So today we're going to talk about jobs. What are the jobs that you can expect to apply to once you come in the US? So you might be thinking that you want to get a job once you get here, because for me, I don't know about you guys, but for me, even before I got approved and all that, while that's all in process, I'm already thinking like, okay, when I get there, like what should I do? Like what kind of jobs should I apply for and everything. So that's one thing that I've always been thinking about before even coming here. So if that's something that you are thinking about of doing, this would be a very helpful video for you. So don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also share it with your friends. So I have a degree in financial management in the Philippines. I graduated 2019. And we got married 2019 December, so I didn't really have the time to apply for jobs and all that. I did work for one property management, but of course it didn't last very long because I had to prepare for a wedding and all that stuff. So I didn't really have like a proper experience, I would say. And so that's one thing I'm also worried about when I came here, because then I cannot really say that, yeah, I have experience in finance management. And so I found it hard to find a finance job. I could have probably found one, but it probably would take a year or so in order for me to really get into one. But right now I'm a pharmacy technician. I know it's a whole different career, so from finance to pharmacy tech, but I can tell you my story and all that, and what happened, how I end up in a pharmacy technician, maybe in a different video. If you're interested in that, let me know in the comments below. But anyway, so these are based on my experience, my observation, and some research. Number one is healthcare. So under healthcare, like my job right now, I'm a pharmacy technician. So that's one thing that you can apply. I would say it's a very decent job. And it sounds terrifying than it actually is. I mean, it was. If you know, the first time you do this kind of job would really scare you, especially if you don't have any background in healthcare setting and all that stuff, right? So I didn't have any of that. When I first got here, I applied for a pharmacy technician job. I got hired, and of course before that I did some research and was checking to see like what exactly pharmacy technicians do. So this is a job that you don't need a degree. So you don't need to have a degree in pharmacy technician in order to get the job. So the requirement is, as long as you have your high school diploma, you're 18 and over, then you can apply for pharmacy technician. So I'm going to write the English proficiency and also the salary, or I would say hourly rate. I would say 1 to 5, as 5 is the highest for English proficiency and 1 is the lowest. So for pharmacy technician, I would say you probably need to get at least 3 to 4 rating for your English skills in order to really get into this job, because it's a little complicated, because sometimes you have to explain things to patients, and it's yeah, so you need to be able to understand your patients, and also you need to be able to explain what's going on. So that's why I rate it from between 3 and 4 for English proficiency. And then the next one is also a healthcare. It's called veterinary assistant or veterinary technician. So it's kind of like the same as pharmacy technician, but in the pharmacy setting, you are counting drugs, you're selling prescriptions, you're typing prescriptions, you're answering phone calls and all that. In the vet's office, you're doing the same thing. I believe they also have their like drugs and stuff for pets. And so it's kind of the same in a way, but you're dealing more with pets. For both of these jobs, the rate is between $15 an hour to, I would say, $20 or even $22. It depends in your position, because they also have like a higher level. Sometimes they call it senior technician or lead technician, and also you can also get certifications as well if you want to bump your race, or you bump your hourly rate a little bit. So when you get certified, you'll get $1 to most of the pharmacies. I don't know about the veterinary part, but for the pharmacy technicians, they do that. And also the rate varies in what state you are in. And of course, for this is an on-the-job training, so you don't train separately. So they'll hire you and you'll get in there and start working, but they kind of like show you what to do. So that's for the healthcare. No degrees needed as long as you're 18 and over and you have high school diploma. Number two is retail. So this is very common job here in the US. Retail, basically it's like, you know, Walmart. I would say like compared to like SMCT, cashiers and stuff like that, right? So so under the retail job is cashier. So cashier is very easy to get into, as long as you, I don't even know if you're required to have, sorry, my hair. I don't even know if you're required to have a diploma, a high school diploma, in order to get in this job. As long as you are able to at least communicate to your manager and then understand basic English, then you should be able to get the job as a cashier. You know, it's very simple, just, you know, ringing out customers, probably stocking shelves. The English rate for this, I would say, is between 2 to 3. So 2 to 3, because you don't really have to explain a lot of things to the customer in this setting. Basically, they just grab whatever they want, they would come to you and you will just sell it, ring out, and then it's a very fast process. So you don't really need to do a lot of conversations and stuff. Another thing in retail, let's say you have leadership skills, right? So if you want to go in retail, they have what they call shift lead. Basically, they're like the ones that's in charge with, if the manager is not there, basically you can say that they're like assistant manager. You have the leadership skills, because if the manager or assistant manager is not there, then you'll be in charge with giving the task to the cashiers and other people. So that would be a good leadership job if you're looking for one. And for the cashier and shift lead, the pay rate would be between $12 to $20. For the shift lead, you'll be able to move up. So if you, in the future, if you want to become assistant store manager, then you can move up from there. So it's like cashier, shift leads, assistant store manager, and store manager. And for their shift leads, of course, it will be great if you have your high school diploma or your degree, and also if you have a good English, because then you can really express yourself, especially with problems on a day-to-day basis. All right, number three job is services. So this is one of the, like, most people here are doing like part-time jobs, but the pay is pretty good. I have friends that's doing this kind of services. So the number one is pet sitting. Pet sitting is very popular because a lot of people here in America, I'm telling you, they have a lot of pets. I mean, I feel like in our neighborhood alone, like, there's only probably like 3 or 4 people or houses that doesn't have dogs. Most of them have dogs. It depends, the pay depends on if you are offering overnight. Let's say a family is on vacation, they want you to sit their dog, and you're going to be going to their house and stay there for, let's say, 2-3 days. So it's higher because then you have to be there, compared to, let's say, somebody just asks you, can you walk my dog for a day? So it's a difference. So, and also a good thing about that is you can charge them whatever you want, but of course not exaggerated amount of money. I would say for pet sitting, according to my research, it's about $25 to $50 per hour. For the English proficiency, I would say between 1 to 2. I would say 1 to 2. Well, you don't need to talk a lot. As long as you understand what they told you or what they're asking of you, then you're good. You don't have to. You can respond yes, no, like all that stuff. So you don't have to be very fluent in English in order to work as a pet sitter. And also another thing is babysitting. Babysitting, I don't really. I mean, it's a common as well, but I don't think it's as common as dog sitting, because here in America they have the daycare where they can send their kids there, and then somebody will take care of their kids. They're gonna have activities and stuff like that. It's very expensive, but some people would do that if they have to, or if they have to go to work. I would probably say about the same price, pet sitting and babysitting, maybe more with babysitting. And then next one is house cleaning. Another thing, if you have experienced house cleaning before, then I think that would be a great part-time job. If you are not wanting to go in a office or in a company or something to work, then this would be a good part-time job. So I would say for house cleaning, the pay rate for house cleaning, and it's showing that the typical range is from $90 to $600, depending on how big is the house, how dirty is the house. And the national average is $170. That's probably per day. So that's one thing that you can do. And that's what I said for the same as pet sitting, babysitting, and house cleaning. Let's say English proficiency between 1 and 2. Number 4 is yard work or lawn care. So if you're in the U.S., they do a lot of yard work. So examples are mowing, gardening, weed whacking, mulching, and a lot of different things, and like planting. So you can really earn a lot of money by doing yard work or lawn care. Actually, me and my husband are doing some lawn care for our neighbors as well. There's a lot of people that needs help with their lawn, especially old people, because they can't get it done themselves, so they have to hire somebody to do it for them. So it's a very good job if you are somebody that doesn't feel confident in working in an office or retail or healthcare or anything like that. Then this would be a good start for you. If you have experience with this too, that will be a good plus. So for yard work, the English proficiency we put down here is between 2 and 3. The reason why 2 and 3 is that sometimes they would, let's say if they ask for your help, they would bring you to their house and show you things, right? Like, hey, should I put the bush right here? What do you think? So sometimes they would ask you for your suggestions or opinion. And so if you don't know English at all, it'll be a little bit difficult, but it doesn't mean that you shouldn't try it. because there's actually a lot of Mexicans that doesn't speak English at all that does a lot of lawn care. So it's no excuse that you don't know English and you know, like, not trying this. So you can still do it even if your English is basically zero, or I don't believe it, because in the Philippines or other countries we at least know basic English. Good thing about lawn care is that you can come up with your own rate. So I would say most of the lawn care businesses, they would put between, it also depends if it's a big lawn care company compared to a smaller lawn care company, because then the smaller lawn care company will probably charge less than the big one, right? So I would say between $75 to actually probably $150, depending to the job that your client is asking you for. Anyway, so those are the jobs that we think it's easy for you guys to get into once you come in the US. Thank you so much again, and I am going to post my next video hopefully next week, and it's gonna be about our Atlanta trip. So we went to Atlanta to see a concert by Owl City, and also we went to the aquarium and other places as well. It was my first concert ever, and then my first aquarium ever. So please look forward to my video, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Thank you again so much, guys. I'll see you on my next video.